Hey, how's it going? Rob here with another movie review for you. Today I'm doing The Disaster Artist, the new James Franco movie that just came out. You know, I thought it was pretty good. I'm going to give it to you nice and straight. I feel like there's not too many spoilers to give out. I mean, everybody knows what the movie's kind of about, the Disaster Artist movie. It's about the making of The Room. Everybody knows that it's a shitty fucking movie, and he ended up making a lot of money off of it. So I feel like I'm not really spoiling anything too much. But I'm going to do my best not to give any, spoilers away, I guess. I really don't know what I could spoil. I wouldn't recommend The Disaster Artist to people who have not seen the movie The Room. I have a few friends who are just big Seth Rogen and James Franco fans, and they're just going to watch the movie because of that. And they have no idea what The Room is, or they never even heard of it. And I honestly think that they're going to be disappointed in this. It's not really a comedy, it's more of a drama. There are a couple funny one-liners in this movie, but if you haven't seen the movie The Room, then I feel like they're not going to land for you. It isn't a comedy about making a movie the way that, Zack and Mary Make a Porno is. You know, that was more of a comedy. This is more of a drama, and it revolves around two guys, two characters. James Franco did a really good job of falling into the character, I thought. And I'm not a huge The Room fan, so I'm not this Tommy Wiseau super fan. I've seen the movie once. That's all you need to see it, guys. Just watch the movie once. I think it's on YouTube with Spanish subtitles, so if you're Mexican, you're going, hey, I'm getting Tommy in 2 languages. You know, that's pretty cool, right?
What a story, Mark.
You get double the Tommy Wiseau. Every now and again, I'll go on YouTube and watch the flower shop scene. But other than that, you know, I'm not going to sit and watch The Room more than once. I'm not doing it. So Dave Franco did one of the best acting jobs in this that I've ever seen him in, which isn't really saying a lot because I'm not really a fan, but hey, I thought he did pretty good in this movie. He's kind of the main character. Him and James Franco are basically the 2 main characters of this movie, and they're pretty much co-main characters. There's a lot more of them in this movie than I thought there would be. I thought it was going to be a little more lighthearted, a little more about the making of the movie The Room. They don't even start making the movie The Room in the film The Disaster Artist until halfway through. So the whole beginning part is really just character development of these 2 characters, the Tommy character and the Greg character. There's some about other characters, but not really much. Very little. It's pretty laser fucking focused on Tommy and Greg characters. And I wasn't expecting that going in. I think it could have been a little more lighthearted. But overall, I liked the movie. I thought James Franco did a really good job directing. He really made the Tommy Wiseau character very sympathetic. At the end of the movie, when he does his big premiere, felt kind of sad for him. Felt a little sympathetic for his character. It reminded me a lot of the scene from the movie Hot Rod, where he's showing his video to everybody and everybody's laughing at him. It's the same thing. You're like, oh man, you just feel bad. Nobody wants to be misunderstood. Nobody wants to be laughed at. You know, going into it, I wanted to have a good time with it, because everybody has a good time laughing at The Room, the movie The Room. It was a little more on the heartfelt side, and it wasn't on the fun side. And I kind of wish it was more funny and just lighthearted. And really just more of a straight comedy. I mean, that would be nice. But it wasn't, and you know, it didn't make it a bad movie, but it was just a little, wasn't really what I was expecting. I really doubt this movie's going to win an Academy Award, but if it does, it'd be kind of funny. Because Tommy Wiseau really wanted an Academy Award for the movie The Room. So if there's an Academy Award delivered to The Disaster Artist, it's kind of like a long way around getting an Academy Award. For 15 years later, he gets one. I could see The Disaster Artist and The Room going out as a double feature now. They're playing The Room everywhere, all across. I know there's a theater by my house that plays it once a month. You watch The Room first, and then you watch The Disaster Artist. And it would have to be in that order, because you don't feel like laughing at The Room after you watch The Disaster Artist. You kind of feel like, oh man, poor guy. This guy was really trying to make a good movie. Overall, I give this movie a 7 out of 10. I thought it was pretty good. So if you haven't seen the movie The Disaster Artist, go watch it. If you haven't seen The Room, watch The Room before you watch it. You know, it's on YouTube. It's got some Spanish subtitles on it. Go ahead and give it a look.